All right. There was no wait. I walked in and they took me right to my room. He believes it's nothing to be concerned about and that I had a vasovagal episode. I wanted to share that I just parked. I decided that, well, I didn't necessarily decide, but my nurse decided a long time ago that I should have seen the doctor at the ER. She asked me last Thursday and then last Monday, and she goes, "I'll call you Tuesday to make sure you went," and she never did. Yeah, and anyway, this is still the same day as my most recent upload about what happened to me in the morning in the bathroom. It was really terrifying and a really bad scare. So between that and some other issues that I've been having for 2 weeks, I just feel it's best that we both feel it's best to coming here. I haven't been in that ER outside of for like a new IV line or anything, I think in a year. I have not done it, and so I think it's time for me to do it. So we'll see what happens. I hate coming to ER mainly for one reason, that is that there's nothing for them to do for me. I realized that a while ago when they would say, "So if this is like something normal for you, why don't you just see your specialist?" And I'm like, because you guys are faster and that takes time and the pain is now, or my nurse, someone tells me to go in, whatever it is. So I'll see you guys when I walk in.
So what kind of episodes did you have?
I don't know what it was. I don't even know where to start with it. I fainted this morning, basically, but I don't...
Were you alone when it happened?
Yeah, I fainted over the toilet bowl in one of my head.
Were you sitting on the toilet?
Mm-hmm. As the nurse said, he believes that people are actually listening to the news, and if it's not an emergency, do not come to the hospital. Have this on, have that on. Told him what my nurse said and what happened today, and we'll see. I didn't realize how weak I was until I had to walk here. Not like walk here, walk in here. Once I walked in, it was fine, but then like once I got in, I'm very shaky. Yeah. So I just spoke to the doctor. He believes it's nothing to be concerned about and that I had a vasovagal episode, which he knows that I have neurocardiogenic syncope, which is very similar. But that's understandable that if I was in pain, I had a high blood pressure, maybe I fainted, but why did I wake up in pain? Why did I feel like there was stabbing in me? Why did I have diarrhea on the floor? You know, so many more questions, and I'm definitely going to ask him. So he's going to do some blood work first.
Too tight?
Not even tight.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, that's already a spot.
Hmm?
It's an old spot.
Still have a spot?
Yeah, for my IV.
Do you do a lot of blood work?
Not as much as I used to.
Okay. it's not even too.
Yeah, pretty bad veins.
Sorry. Okay, it's not going to work. Yeah, all right.
Whew.
There you go. Sorry. Yeah.
All right, so I came home from the hospital. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm just very tired and very weak. I'm headed to an appointment to see a gastroenterologist. This appointment was already made for the 2nd of next month, but because I was in the hospital, they made a phone call and they got me in. Like they said, we have one appointment available, and it is right now, like in 20 minutes. I said, all right, I have 20 minutes away. So, I don't know what they can do. Like I said, I already had an appointment, so we just kind of moved it up. And, gonna see what this could be, or they'd have more answers. When I went to the ER, they basically said all my blood work was normal, but that all of my, like, sorry, this is in a really weird position. Everything that they did, I can't even speak. They did some other stuff that wasn't test related, like blood work. And that seemed a little fishy. I was very weak. And long story short, they said that the bigger scheme of things, you know, we don't see anything, but not to say that there's something wrong with you. We can't tell, being that you know, you have more complex situations, and we see your test results from other conditions and they are skyrocketed, or whatever they are, meaning that they were bad. So you just need to see somebody. So we will contact your doctor. My doctor is not available till the day that I see him, so I'm just gonna see a different MD and go from there. So like I said, I'm better this week, and I've been home for maybe 10 minutes. I made a salad, and then I got the phone call to say that busted you in to come back and go to see the doctor.
Here for an office visit. What's your name?
Whew. So this is many hours later. Let's post you guys here. It's not a really good view, and lighting's not amazing. So this is technically the same day as the most recent post, which happened early this morning. We are later in the evening, about 5 o'clock. I really don't know. So I know that there's a lot of stuff going on with the whole COVID or COVID-19, and not wanting to expose myself around people as well as hospitals, being that hospitals make you feel better and cure things, but also make you sick because sick people go there. I also didn't want to bother any medical team with my medical stuff when there's so much going on with COVID-19. I also then got a message or a comment on my earlier post about, like, don't go in unless it's an emergency. You know, they have a lot to do, you know, a lot to work with, and you know, their priority right now is COVID. But I believe that their priority is people, like that is what they do. But I understand what this person was talking about, and I appreciate this person's comment, because it still made me take a step back and go, well, let me call them. As much as I believe this is a huge emergency, let me give them a call still. So I did call the hotline, or not the hotline, I called the hospital and spoke to a nurse and explained to her what happened. She had spoken to somebody else, I assume a doctor, maybe it was like a PA, or somebody. I'm not exactly sure. All she said was, they said to come on in. So I came in, and they actually, when you go in, they have sliding doors, and you walk into the hallway, and then sliding doors, and then right into the main entrance. And when you first walk in, there are 2 doctors all geared up, and then the outside is 2 big, massive, like 3 foot by 3 foot, it might have been bigger, I don't know, 5 foot by 5 foot square, yellow signs with black writing. On both sides about COVID and all this stuff. And when you walk in, another one with the doctors and basically stopping you, saying, tell us what you're having, what's your episodes, what's going on, and they will decide if you can go into the ER or not, because they don't want nobody in the ER if it's not necessary. They also approved of me going in, so that was 2 approvals. So I went in. The doctor basically said, let's do blood work, you are very weak. They did the whole test where you have to like push up and push down, and this, and your legs and your fingers, doing this. I was slow. They also did something where you can't fake it. It was, you know, like they do that thing here and your leg pops up. It wasn't that, it was something different. But they're like, let's just test this. And I had little to no momentum. Long story short, blood work came out perfectly fine. But he said that I should see a gastroenterologist. He said the reason why you fainted, or vasovagal syncope, which I know what that is, or neurocardiogenic syncope, which I do have, it was because of the pain and what I was going through. So when I got home, I was home for maybe 10, I don't know, some minutes, very short time. And I got a phone call from my personal gastroenterologist, who said, I see you have an appointment like next month, but we got something in from your ER saying that we should see you. So can you be here in 20 minutes? So I went back, and we did some other blood work, and we checked some stuff out, and he believes that this still is involving my IBS. You know, there's different stages in how bad, based severity for people, and he believes that's what it is, because I've had symptoms similar in the same situation, but this was blown out of proportion type of thing. Like, this was more than just that. And so we're starting on the same medication, but twice a day, and we're up in the milligrams. He believes that there was stretching of my intestines and my colon, and that typically happens when people are trying to pass stool, and that causes pain, which is what a lot of people have when they have IBS or don't. You know, people go, oh, it hurts, you know, and they're like having fun with it. But when it comes to certain people with IBS and how extreme and how severe it is, it takes a hold of your whole intestines. And sorry, I lost all my battery. So it basically takes a hold of your full intestines, and basically it stretches it out, and it's not right where it's coming out, but it's your full intestines. So long story short, he says that's the only thing that we can think of. If this medication that we're upping in milligrams and giving you more of doesn't work, then you'll come back, and we'll send you to a different part of gastroenterology, which I've seen. I can't think of it. It's like a mobility something. It's like I know it's FMDC clinic, but mobility, I don't remember. And that's it. So I am back home. I'm feeling 100% in the sense I have no pain, but I am exhausted. I am tired. I am drinking water and some Powerade, and I'm going to lay down. and watch TV and relax. Outside of that, I'm actually doing well. Someone did post, another whatever person went on my social media and commented on one of my videos that I posted when I was in the hospital, saying, you told me on your Instagram or your YouTube that you couldn't call anybody because you didn't have your phone, etc., etc., but that I had the phone for 911. And the answer is, I did have my phone for 911. I ended up in the bathroom 3 times. The first time was the main time. I ended up back in the bathroom 2 more times before I went to the hospital. 2 more times were a little bit more minor compared to what I went through, but 2 more times of excruciating pain. I mean, it was bad. I mean, this happened at 6 o'clock-ish a.m. I didn't go upstairs until closer to like 8. So all those hours in between, I still went up and got in the bathroom and had excruciating pain. The pain was still so bad that I still wanted to call somebody. I did not. So yes, I did not have my phone at the first point, the main point, but I ended up having my phone when I went in the other 2 times. So I'm just so sick and tired of people just trying to pull people apart. And I swear, with the COVID thing, because everyone is like homebound, now as everyone's like, oh, well, I have no school. Let me go behind a screen where no one can see me and just tear people apart. I'm too grown for it, and you're never going to tear me apart. Enjoy yourself. Be a teen. If you're an adult, be ashamed of yourself. Anyway, I am done. I'm going to rest, and that's it. So thank you for coming on my journey, and for those who are supporting me through all the steps of my chronic illnesses.